When the day comes that I can't fly anymore, it will be up to you to look after our tribe and our flying squad.
You know me, though. I'm not a natural commander. I'm better off as a lone wolf on the front line. So stick it out at least a few more years, okay? Give Koyer and the others time to come into their own.
Oh, stop.
Wait, so isn't the leader just the strongest warrior in the tribe? At least Paimon figured that's how your tribe would work.
Strength is certainly a core tenet in the Flower Feather clan. But strength means far more than martial prowess alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Any fighter in the tribe could take me down. Well, sorry to disappoint you. It was something I aspired to at one point. So much so that I went adventuring in the Cinder City, Ashkanatlan, to try and prove myself. But it was foolish of me. I wasn't ready. I came back empty-handed and seriously injured. The fact that I survived was something, I suppose. But after that, I never seriously considered myself a strong fighter.
And yet, you still managed to become the leader of the flying squad, thanks to your experience and determination. All while battling those old injuries. Don't you think that's a display of strength in its own right?
Let's shelve this discussion for now. Traveler, Paimon, there are some simple refreshments on the table. Please help yourselves.
Yes! Paimon was waiting for that part! They were for the snack stomach. The refreshment stomach still has plenty of space. Paimon is so full.
Well, if you're enjoying our hospitality, feel free to stay with us as long as you like.
Elder Alba? Something's come up.
What happened? Is it serious? Shall I deal with it?
It's... Some merchants showed up, not from our tribe. They said they're here to discuss some potential collaboration with us. Why now? This is terrible timing. There are a few wingless that we haven't managed to reach yet, and we still haven't inspected the retrial arena.
Let me handle the other errands while you meet with the merchants. You shouldn't be trying to do everything at your age.
You should help too. Seems only fair after all that food we ate.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Cheska, the remaining wingless are all people you know. Let's see. Pishika now manages the floating target balloons. Waska's probably still addicted to eyes on the feathered prize, and Junon spends her days up on the flying platform, staring at the Cinder City. I'll leave you to tell them the news.
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider, Pashika?
I appreciate it, boss. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with my life nowadays.
Pashika, they're redoing the flying trials. Huh? Utoda?
Ah, did Alpa send you? I was just telling Pashika the news, actually. The way things are with the tribe these days? I mean, you don't need me to tell you. This here is no future for a seasoned warrior like you.
Ah, come on, boss. Do you have any idea how long it's been? I've been wingless for years now. I'm not cut out for that anymore. Of course, I'll do my part if we ever need to defend the tribe. But there's really no point in me trying out for the flying squad now. I've already made my peace with it. Not everyone has what it takes to return to the sky after going wingless. Elder Alpa's perseverance is something else. And it's okay if I'm not destined for greatness. I might not have the Kukasaur's approval, but with my hot air balloons, I can still reach the skies. Handling these balloons every day, seeing how the customers react, the looks on their faces, that's enough for me.
Finding something you love doing can be just as hard as passing the flying trial. It's worth holding on to.
Fair enough. It's your choice. I won't force you.
Oh, by the way, you should try taking a balloon ride if you've got the time. Once you've been up there for yourself, you'll see why I love it so much. No problem. If you ever want to give it a try, you know where to find me.
A retrial? What's the point? I pretty much treat life like it's a game. No Kukasaur's ever going to approve of that, no matter how many times I try.
Waskar, I can assure you, Kukasaurs wouldn't judge you for something like that.
Well, they must be judging me for something. Maybe I lack fighting spirit, or just don't have the talent. Not everyone's a natural like you. Don't waste your time on me. You'll have better luck with the ones who still have their heads in the clouds. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna treat myself to a few more games of Eyes on the Feathered Prize.
Yeesh, there's wingless, then there's being a total lost cause.
You used to be a fierce warrior, actually. But fighting spirit alone won't win you the Kukasaur's approval.
Are all Kukasaurs so strict? The ones in floating target balloons and Eyes on the Feathered Prize seemed pretty chilled out.
It's one thing to hang out and have fun, but quite another to take to the skies with a human life on your back. Giving a ride to someone who's unqualified endangers not only the rider, but also the Kukasaur themselves. If the rider makes a mistake, they both suffer the consequences. So we have a mutual understanding with the Kukasaurs. If someone isn't up to standard, we have to reject them. Even if it means breaking their hearts.
All right.
Hey, Junan. Gazing out at Ochkanatlan again, huh?
Chaska? What are you doing here? Is something up?
The flying squad is hosting retrials again soon. Want to give it another try?
Maybe you're forgetting the definition of wingless. I've failed so many times already that I've decided to call it quits for good. I'm done. Elder Alpa always goes out of her way to come and tell me when a new trial is coming up, and it's nice of her to think of me. But nothing's gonna change. I'm not going to suddenly pass just because they're holding another trial.
They're making some big changes to the arena this time, so the flying experience should be smoother than before. Koyer's gonna try again.
No, forget it. If I was genuinely good enough to make the squad, the location shouldn't affect my chances. A true rider can fly confidently whatever the conditions, like you and Elder Alpa.
Junan! They're redoing the... Huh? Chaska and the Traveler. You're already here. I guess they told you already then. Come on, let's go train together.
I'm gonna sit this one out.
What? Why? But you've always looked up to Elder Alpa. She went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting, but even she came back and made it in the end. If she can do it, why can't you?
I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides, the last thing I want to do is fail in front of her yet again.
Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that. All right, well, how about we just treat this as you being my mentor? Then will you train with me?
I mean...
Enough umming and ahhing. Let's just get up in the air and figure it out as we go.
Wait! Hold on, slow down. I can't keep up.
Well, that's one way to do it.
They've been best friends since they were kids. If anyone knows how to get Junan out of a rut, it's Koyer. You helped Koyer deal with her internal conflict, and now she's done the same for someone else. You know, people often talk about how one conflict leads to another and so on. But sometimes in life, things spiral in a good direction instead.
We've notified all the wingless on the list now, right? Where to next?
The trial arena. It's not far from the tribe.